Alright, y'all, I'm back with another recap of Girls Cruise. So I'm going to try to excuse my attire, honey, because I went to the gym not too long ago. And I want to come back and get y'all this video real quick before I go ahead and, get situated and do what I got to do. So y'all just bear with me. So anyway, so let's get off into it. So this is episode 3 of Girls Cruise. They start off, it's Rakim and the bartender or whatever, and they're talking, they're just chatting or whatever. It's Rakim, I'm sorry, did I say Rakim? Rakim and like I said, the Rakim is the guy that B. Simone calls Dreads or whatever, her little crush. And he's talking with Charlie, and so they're talking or whatever, and they're just having a general conversation or whatever, and Charlie starts to tell him how, when people recognized that he was Marc Jacobs' boyfriend. So they're having a conversation or whatever. I was kind of wondering why Charlie was talking about people, trying to, basically kind of befriend him because of his boyfriend. It just kind of seemed like it didn't fit the conversation. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't listening all the way. I don't know. But that's what they were talking about. So anyway, so Maya, they show Maya, they cut to Maya. She's on the phone with her manager, just laid up in the bed or whatever. She was talking to her manager like they was pretty cozy with one another. I don't know. Maybe he'd been her manager for a long time. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So she's talking to him. And while she's having a conversation with her manager, Lil Kim and her BFF, Tiffany, they're having a conversation as well in another room. And, of course, they all start to talk about when Maya shaded the fuck out of Tiffany's ass. Basically, Maya was telling her manager about it, and then Tiffany and Lil Kim, they were actually talking about it. Like, I think I'm thinking it was an accident. Maybe she just forgot your name, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. Maya kept saying she did know the girl's name. She kept saying, I did not forget her name. Well, then, Maya, that made you look even more shady because it's like, okay, so you didn't forget her name. Why would you single her out and say, I'm going to let Kim introduce her BFF? I mean, that did look a little shady. But what I like is, I like the way Lil Kim handled it because oftentimes when you go on these girl trips, and that's why sometimes I don't really care for them, there's always somebody in the fucking group, whether you go with a group of 4 or 5, I'm gonna say anything over 3, honey, or anything over 3 or 4, honey, that's too many bitches. That's too many bitches in one trip. I'm sorry, honey. I done been on enough of them to know. But there's always that one person or that two people who they seem to get on bullshit. And I don't know if it's because sometimes when people are away from home, they're out of their element, and they just, I don't know, they just act stupid or whatever. And then, sometimes bitches be dealing with insecurities. You never know what the fuck they dealing with at home with their boyfriends or whatever, their husbands or whatever. It's just, and sometimes it comes out on the trip. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so basically, I like the way Lil Kim handled that because she like, I'm gonna nip this shit in the bud because nobody's gonna single out nobody on this trip. That's not what we're here for. We're here to bond. And Maya, she was having a conversation with B. Simone. No, was it Pretty V or B. Simone? I think it was Pretty V, where they were talking about their childhood and stuff like that. And, Maya talked about how, she didn't really grow up having, like, females for real like that, you know what I'm saying, like, around her or whatever. And that, she grew up with her stepmother. And that, she didn't have the best of things or whatever. So it sounds like Maya learned to be, very independent at an early age as far as like, not really caring about, emotional dependence from other people and stuff like that. She just learned how to just kind of be her own person and just not really care for cliques and stuff like that. You can tell. But again, Maya, you just don't single nobody out like that. That's just fucking stupid. But anyway, I thought it was stupid anyway. So anyway, but we'll get more into that. So Chef Tobias and the guy Chef Tobias, Rome, and the other guy, they were all preparing breakfast for the ladies, and talking or whatever. And Rome tells them how he's feeling chilly. He's feeling a little chilly. Now, he's feeling that sauce. But he's feeling chilly, whatever. And he wants to, see what's up. So the Tobias tells him, like, go ahead, you know what I'm saying, see what's up. Matter of fact, take her this breakfast, and then while you up there, while you at it, say, hey, what's up with a lunch? You know what I'm saying? Can I take you out for lunch? So he does that. So when Rome goes up to Chilli's room to bring her breakfast or whatever, she's like, he's talking to her, whatever, they're talking and stuff, and he asks her about going to lunch. And she kind of played him a little bit. I don't know. I felt like, to me, Chilli comes off like she's just about no nonsense, and which that could be, but I'm wondering if that's more like a defense mechanism to like, to guard something, or to like hide something, or to let it be known, like, look, you're not about to try to play no games with me. I'm not on this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think she kind of comes off kind of hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Chilli. Like, girl. So he's talking to her, and he asks her to go to lunch, and she laughs. Like, like, okay. It's like boy meets girl, boy likes girl. Well, man meets woman. Man likes woman. Man wants to take her out. Chilli act as if a man wanting to pursue her, he's doing something wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was thinking to myself, I said, when I was watching this shit, I said, honey, Chilli is too much. She is too much, honey. She act like she got to have this special connection and just to go to lunch with a motherfucker. Like, and I feel like, Chilli, bitch, you might as well go on and be a fucking lesbian. I mean, and ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what you choose to. But I feel like she act like there's no man good enough for her. Like, damn, So she kind of laughed in his face a little bit. But I feel like he was a pro about it. You know what I'm saying? He seemed cool, whatever. Like, he just was like, yeah, I want to take you to lunch. I just want to talk to you. I felt like we had a vibe, and I just want to talk to you a little more. You know what I mean? Just have some conversation. I mean, it's not like he was asking her ass to go to Vegas and get married tomorrow, some shit, So, Chilli, she calls her son Tron. I'm kind of like, I'm not going in direct order, y'all. So, she calls Tron. She's talking to her son Tron, who's 21. And, she's telling him about Rome. Because, first of all, when he left her room, she was like, oh, he think he's slick. I know what he up to. I mean, yeah, he might want some ass. Okay. But it's like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to get to know you. But anyway, I mean, it's only natural if he wants some ass is what I'm saying. But I feel like he does want to get to know her, too. So she was just like, she's talking to Tron, and she was just like, this guy, Rome, he comes into my room, and he asked me to go to lunch. And she almost made it seem, like I said, like Rome was doing something wrong. Like, she made it look like he damn offended her by asking her out. So her son was like, I think it's a good idea. He probably thinking, like, mama, you so motherfucking uptight. You need to take your ass out with somebody. I'm just saying, I don't know. He might not be thinking that, but I'm just... Anyway, so he tells her if he thinks it's a good idea. So she ends up going with him. She ended up going out with him or whatever. She ended up meeting him for lunch. And she was really nice and friendly to him. And I like that she allowed herself to laugh and stuff like that. But again, I feel like she was being hard on him. He brought her some flowers and stuff. I just feel like Chilli is trying to show that she's not going to be easily swept off her feet. And if you're going to come with that silly 1, 2, 3 bubblegum bullshit, you might as well forget her because she ain't on it. I mean, I get it, but it's like, girl, like I said, she might want to look into dating women, okay? Because it don't seem like no man is good enough for her. That's another thing. She talked about liking beautiful, gorgeous men. Usher and Chilli was once an item, honey. Usher's not a beautiful man, and I'm not taking from Usher. Usher is attractive. He's attractive with a nice ass body and everything. But I wouldn't consider him a beautiful man. But whatever. So anyway, so that's that. So B. Simone and Charlie, they talk whatever. And, she asked him about, his childhood and what she had mentioned when they all met or whatever, because she could relate to some things about his childhood. And it's so interesting because, I like how they pointed out how a lot of times we are all, we all are different, but we all are a lot alike, and we all, experience the same, similar things in life, if not the same. So I think B. Simone is allowing us to see more of her vulnerability. Like I said, she's one of the wild and out girls and stuff. And she's also real big on social media, whatever, on Instagram and stuff. But we always see the silly side of B. Simone, but we never see, you know, the other side. So it is pretty cool to see like where she come from, where she's coming from, and stuff like that, in her background. So she started to tear up, you know, talking about her stepmom and stuff. She said her mother wasn't really in her life like that. Am I getting her mixed up with Pretty V? No, yeah, it was B. Simone. So anyway, so, you know, they talked and they consoled each other and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool that they connected like that. Tobias opens up to Lil Kim about his brother getting out of prison after 9 or 10 years of doing prison time. And he was a little, you know, teary-eyed or whatever. So that brought Lil Kim back to her past, you know, when she did that year's time or whatever for, what was it? I think she lied under oath or whatever, perjury or something like that. Yeah. But, so they talked about that or whatever. Yeah, but Chilli needs to be single or either start dating women, honey. And then she tried to hit Rome off with, you know, my career, you know, when they were at lunch talking, she was like, you know, my career is, you know, so I'm so busy and stuff like that. Try to hit him with the busy part. He was like, but you've been having the same career for a long time. Like, yeah, bitch, don't try to hit me with the busy shit. But Chilli made a good point when she was like, okay, you live here. Like, he lives in another country and she lives in fucking U.S. So it's like, how far is this really gonna go, playa? You know what I'm saying? So I get Chilli on that part. I do. But I still do think, hell, I think if he lived in the States, she'd still be giving him a hard-ass time. Because that's just what she do. So they all go to dinner. This was pretty much the end of it or whatever. They all go to dinner. And when they go to dinner, they all notice that, you know, they all notice that Lil Kim and Tiffany are missing. But let me say this first. I like the way, you know, B. Simone is feeling, you know, the Rakim guy. It's so cute. You know how they flirty and stuff, and they really do seem like they like each other. And I think they're cute for each other. I think he is attractive, and I think she's a pretty girl and everything. So yeah, I would like to see them. I don't know where he live at though, but it would be cute if they could just go ahead and get together or whatever. So anyway, like I said, they noticed that Tiffany and Kim are missing. So they're like, where they at? You know. So they finally come. Tiffany comes with this hat on her head, being funny from the whole Maya situation. It said, hello, my name is Tiffany. And everybody's laughing and stuff. Maya's kind of laughing and going along with it, but she's not feeling it. She like, these bitches still ain't let this shit go. Like, I'm so over this. Like, when are we going to let this go? So they all start to talk about it again. Of course, they talk about it. So Maya begins to explain herself again with the same old stupid ass explanation. Well, I just thought because you and her are closer, you know, Kim, it would be better for you to introduce her. And Kim's like, no, but you singling her out. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing wrong with you introducing Tiffany. Nothing at all. I always introduce my homegirl. This is my motherfucking girl. She been dancing with me for a long time. You know, me and her go way back. I introduce her all the time. It would have been cool for you to introduce her. What the fuck? So Maya's still, you know, sticking to her, you know, claim to fame or whatever. Oh, you know, I just, you know. So Kim starts to get frustrated and she walks and storms off, you know. And when she did that, you know, Charlie went after her and then so did Tiffany. And Pretty V told her, like, girl, you did Moulin Rouge with her. Go see what's going on. She was like, go after her. Go see what's going on. So they go, so Maya go and talks to Kim or whatever, and they talk it out. They all talk, and I mean, then they hug it out, okay? So then Maya and Kim decide, hey, let's get them, let's trick them, let's make it look like this didn't pan out good, and we're gonna get into a fake argument. So I thought that was cute. They went and acted like they was into a fake argument. Maya like, shit, I'm from DC. Kim like, shit, I'm from Brooklyn. Like, what the fuck? You know, they playing or whatever. And all the rest of the girls, Chilli and B. Simone and Pretty V, they all looking like, what the fuck? I thought that was really cool. So, I mean, that was really it, to be honest with you. Let me see if I left anything out. Yeah, that was really pretty much everything. So, again, I like the show. I think it's cute. I think it's fun. You know, it's a breath of fresh air from the normal drama that we're used to. You know, so like I said, I'm going to continue to watch it and review it or whatever. I do feel like Maya, you know what I'm saying, I think Maya's cool, but I think in that situation with the whole Tiffany forgetting of the name, I thought it was some bullshit. I don't understand why she would feel like it's okay to just introduce everybody else but single Tiffany out. And that's what I was gonna say too. I like how Lil Kim nipped that shit in the bud, because again, like I was saying earlier, you know, I'll be kind of all over the place. You know, when women go on these girls trips, sometimes women do get on that. It's always either one or two females that there's somebody that want to try to single this person out because maybe they're closer to this person, or they want to click up and be with this other girl or two a little bit more, or just stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that you shouldn't do if y'all all on a trip together. You know what I'm saying? I understand sometimes everybody don't want to do the same things, so maybe you split up, but like singling people out or acting a certain way towards certain people, that's not the way to go when you're all going on a fucking trip. If you're going to sign up to go on a fucking trip, you're signing up to be open-minded and being courteous and polite to one another. I don't give a fuck what the next bitch is wearing. I don't give a fuck how, you know, if the next bitch ain't you, if you all in Louis and all this other designer shit, and this other girl is wearing some shit from fucking Target or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. You treat everybody the same and treat everybody equal. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you think this girl is prettier than this girl. You treat everybody the same. You signed up to go on this goddamn trip, so treat everybody the same. And that's all I'm saying. So yeah, so y'all, that was my recap of Girls Cruise. Episode 3. So yeah, if I left anything out, let me know. Be sure to like and comment. All right, peace.